Remember, remember the month of November, the ups and the downs causing smiles and frowns. I know of no reason, no matter the season, why the month of November should be thought of in treason. November of 1990 held great potential in the eyes of history. I want to let you in on just a few of the wonderful things that this great month gave us. For starters, it was the month and year that I was born. But other than that, it was a month of victories. The Cold War came to an end in the month of November in the year 1990. The term cold was used due to the fact that there were no large-scale fightings that took place in the war. Once the war was over, the Berlin Wall came down. Borders were open, and free election ousted communist regimes everywhere in Eastern Europe. The victory was met with excitement and the desire for more. Another historical event that took place in November of 1990 would be the first woman president elected in Ireland, Mary Robinson. She was an Irish independent politician who served as the 7th president of Ireland. This has yet to happen in the United States, but someday, perhaps it will. She represented women well. She carried out her promises and upheld a feeling of satisfaction among the people. President Robinson remained in office until 1997, when she herself personally resigned to pursue other political agendas. Mary Robinson wasn't the only woman making history during this month and year. 47 other women in Saudi Arabia had their debut in the spotlight during this time as well. On November 6th of 1990, these women were known for driving around the capital in a convoy of 14 cars with their supporting husbands and brothers to protest the laws that banned women from driving. It took an unsurmountable amount of courage for these women to demonstrate their displeasure towards their basic rights being infringed upon. Although the outcome of this demonstration was not great, it still made a huge impact. In the end, the men that supported their wives and sisters were forced to sign documents stating that the women would never be allowed to drive again. The good news is that as of June 2018, women will officially have the right to drive in Saudi Arabia. And I believe this all started with these 47 courageous women. Speaking of impact, who doesn't know and love the movie Home Alone? It's a classic that many families find themselves enjoying during the holidays. When it was released in 1990, it soared through the box office, bringing in a whopping $285,761,243 in just 200 days. For 27 years, it held the world's biggest single territory total for a live-action comedy. Sadly, that title was taken by Never Say Die in 2017. Although, accounting for inflation, Home Alone could have still held the title, but we'll never really know. Home Alone is not the only one to face loss, though. Europe also faced defeat against the United States in the first official Solemn Cup back in November of 1990. The U.S. team won 11.5 points to 4.5 in the golf competition, which was held in Orlando, Florida. Sadly, this victory would not be long-lasting, as Europe would gain victory over the next match, which was held in 1992. The good news, though, is that currently the United States holds the Ryder Cup after winning the Des Moines, Iowa competition last year. Let's go ahead and wrap this informative speech up, like the Philadelphia Eagles wrapped the game up against the Redskins back in 1990. It seems only fitting to discuss this game since the recent Eagles Super Bowl victory. November 12, 1990, the Eagles beat the Redskins 28-14. Although most won't remember the score, what they will remember is that 6 Redskin players were carted off in stretchers. William Frizzell, the Eagles' safety for that time, said it best when he asked the Redskins bench, "You need any more body bags?" thus earning the title, the Body Bag Game. Well, that pretty much sums up the month of November in 1990. Victories all around. War ending, women empowerment, and games won. With each new year, more exciting things are bound to happen. More victories are to be won, and I can't wait to be a part of them. Now, go and enjoy the rest of your day, and keep the change, you filthy animals.